and welcome to a new video at ts.electronics. Today is about an eBay score I made some days ago for €4.48 and 5.95 standing, so altogether under €10. I scored a bunch of Nintendo DS parts, totally broken things, and yeah, I was already able to build two of it, and I have still more parts to build more. And so today I will assemble one, I call it reverse teardown, to assemble one of it together with you. But first I want to show what I got in this bunch of things. So go there. The first box is the broken electronic things. Wait, let me refocus. Yeah, and I work on the light. Maybe you can see it a little bit. These are the non-working parts or the broken boards, and I use them for spare parts like the power connector or the battery connector, the power connector. And what's often was broken on the working boards is the volume slider, and these are the broken displays. They are not totally broken. Most of them have still backlight and still work a little bit. It's not cracked or something. It's just like missing lines and missing pixels. So this is the box with the broken boards. Not so interesting. Then this is the box with the broken cases. And I don't know what Nintendo was using in the, I think it's from 1999, 5, 2000, about this. This plastic is, you can hear it maybe. It's very prettily. Here, like, oh, exploding. It's, to be honest, it's fun. Oh, this one is one of the more stable one. Yeah. Maybe this one is like this, or the, ouch. Yeah, can hurt it a little bit. You see the plastic, I think the blue one. Oh yes. You just, okay, everywhere now. This other blue, and so biggest problem was not the electronic parts. From the electronic, I have a lot of stuff, a lot of working parts. The problem is I don't have enough cases, because that is how the cases look. So these are the broken cases. And now to the box with the good parts. This is the box with the good parts. I already sort them out. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 working boards. Working boards that is functioning, something like this. Everyone with the 2 displays, battery cases. This is only the ABC cover and the B cover. These are the only 2 completed cases I have left. One I already sorted out, the nicest one I sorted out for today. The battery covers, the screws, and the holders for the screen, the hinges, the some additional parts for the display, the wireless boards and the connector boards, the speakers, so if someone needs a speaker, and the buttons. Here you see a lot of electronic parts and a lot of working parts, except I don't have enough cases to build more of it, but one is already good for €10. You get one, is already good. Next part in this video, I will lay out all the parts we need. I will tell you which part is what, as long as I know. And then we go to a little repair on on the board, and then we assemble all together. So I'm back, just need to clean a little bit. So ready for the presentation, and I take a picture of all of this for the video intro thumbnail thing. So what do we have? We have the top cover, the top display frame, the bottom display frame, and the bottom cover. This should be the same blue, but I don't have any working case in this blue, so I put together what is not broken. Yes, you see, it was not easy to find matching or cases. Then we have the motherboard here. At the motherboard I already replaced the volume slider. Still need to replace the charging port. This is here, I already ripped it off of a non-working board. And battery looks bad, but still have 520 milliamp hours. The top display, the bottom display with the touchscreen, some silicon or rubbery things behind the buttons. The plate with the serial number. Yes, I make my own serial number, ts.electronics 001. Even the third one, but this is the first production unit. No, just joking. Plastic parts or metal parts from the inside, 2 speakers, the connection board for the top display with the 2 speakers and the wireless antenna here. The special 3-ring screwdriver for this annoying Nintendo screws. A stylus, yes, I also find one stylus. The buttons A, B, X, Y, power, select and start. The shoulder buttons left and right. The directional wheel or the directional switch. The 2 springs for the shoulder buttons. The flat-flex cable for the top display. What else? The hinges here. The light pipe for the charging and operating light. A bunch of 3-ring screws to hold the case together. 4 normal Phillips screws for attaching the motherboard. 4 Phillips screws for attaching the frame, display frame for the top display. 1 screw holding this piece there. We will see later. 2 small screws holding the connector board and the wireless board in the top case. 4 screws for I forgot. Oh no. These 3 screws are for those parts and this one is spare, so I know I will lost 1 or 2 and then maybe I've only to run 1 time to find another screw. I will start with repairing the board and then assembling the top display, so I need to clean up the table and bring in the necessary parts for all the steps. So that is then the next step in the video. This time I try to make short clips and put them together at the end, so maybe it's a little bit better video. I have no idea, just give it a try. So next part is assembling the top cover or the top display part. For this I need the display, I need the flat flex going to the main board, I need the display board, the wireless board, the 2 hinges, some screws, and yeah, that's all for assembling the top display. So, and this is very easy, and you've done it 10 times maybe. So first, it's a little bit delicate, this board. How I do it, I open all the flat-flex ribbon cable holders here. Then I attach the ribbon cable that goes down to the main board later. Make sure everything is aligned correctly. Then I connect the ribbon cables going to the display. I want to say don't touch the display, but it doesn't work without touching, so I have to clean it after this. Not sure if I'm so focused and I'm doing it standing. If I connect it correctly, I will see after the fully assembling. Everything looks fine. I need to clean the display, but the display looks fine. Only a little bit dust here. Then from inside also need to be clean. could attach Kleber or the glue, but it's not necessary. The old sticky foam from this display is enough. Then I need to attach one speaker to the display here. And I just bend the contacts a little bit up so it makes a good contact to the board. Then flip this board over until it is in position and get the first small screw. Oh yeah, you can hear close to my house is in Neuwied is the Deich, like a wall for the river. And there's also a place for kids to play. So water, kids, nice weather today means not very quiet. My little is at the moment visiting Oma and Opa in the neighbor village. So I have some time to do this. This is the wireless antenna. To route the cables. The construction, with the little indents here in the PCB, it's very easy to assemble after you do it one time. It is really not a big deal to do it. Only this part is not so easy. You have to have 2 rounds, so when you open and close the lid, the cable will wind and unwind. So that is almost all, or this is all for the forgot the name, for the display, for the top display board, and we close it with the blue thing. Then just insert the... Nope, I'm a little bit too early yet, because there are still the hinges. This I have to attach. This I have to attach before I close it. Maybe there's a way to attach it later, but I think it's easier like this. That is always a process. A process takes a while. Oh, that was surprisingly fast. Oh, I have one of the little things from the broken one. No. It only go in one direction, or in one position, direction of course. The problem is I don't want to press too hard, otherwise the plastic will explode again. So then I can already, or I already have to attach it to the to this board. Otherwise, don't do it yet. Then I can't screw the lid on it. So now route the flat tracks through the holes, also the wireless cable. Now I can Oh, sorry, I'm out of focus. If it is a little bit boring for you, just fast forward to the next part. The next part is almost the last part already. Of course, is preparing the motherboard, the main board, the rest. I should check the screws first. This screw was not threaded well, but it's the best I have. I need one small plastic part. Should be here. Yes. Yeah, that's this part. So that's done. Ready for the next step. Last step, we assembled the top cover with the top display, Fairflex going to the motherboard and the wireless cable and the two speakers. Before this, we repaired the motherboard with the power connector, and while testing it, I realized one of the LEDs was missing here, so I also replaced this, but this is not on video. We don't want to start it again. Then what do we need to attach? We need to attach the shoulder buttons with the springs, and I hate springy parts. I think that will be the most difficult part. Some buttons, the light pipe, some screws. The plastic things, I don't know why they use it, because it is not the rubbery silicone conductive thing here. They have the real switches. Yeah, and that's all. It should be not too difficult, maybe. Except this springs, and this is where I should start, and have to make it standing, or I do it standing, because it's upside down. This should be right, and I think I cannot. Yeah, this is the right side, still inside, doesn't jump out yet. This is the left. Display I already cleaned, and as say, for this project I searched the best parts with that looks still best. Okay, so this goes there. Then we have the light pipe here. This goes there. Then the directional switch has a little indent. Just check where the indent is on the case. This is the power button, goes here. Select. Goes here. Start goes to the other side. Every part has little indents, so it's impossible to how to say. Oh. Should be impossible to make it wrong, but it seems I have the wrong parts. Maybe no, should fit. So then A, B, X, and Y. Need to check where these are. Okay, X is the above one. Where's X? There's X. B is the bottom one. A is the one to the outside. I thought it's easy. And Y. Y is the one to the inside. So then the plastic shielding things. They protect a little bit from falling out. Or maybe they protect for water. Even this is not waterproof, maybe it gives a little bit protection. So this is already done. I should put it a little bit more in the middle. And now it's a little bit fiddly work with the flat flexes. So I get my chair. These are things I like to sit. And I'm in focus. So first this cable, need to go to its position. Press it here. It comes automatic in the perfect position. And I should, no need for stickers. And then here I have to I hate this. But I got them where I want to have them. The springy things and the wireless antenna. The good thing is you won't see the video when it doesn't work at the end. Or maybe I still show it. I'm very confident that it works. Even I'm not now I know what's flying away here. I was wondering, something was flying around. And it was from the flat flags. Now the flat flags for the touchscreen have not enough pressure. But it should be not a big deal. Still, I think it still work. If not, doesn't matter. So let me turn around. Everything is at its place. Just use the first screw here. Second one here. And the wireless goes there. Yes. Except it is touching the, it's above the display flat flags. Hello. Reverse teardown or a reverse tear down. It's, to be honest, it's much more difficult as in standard teardown. Just get things apart. Something always make problems in these things. Okay, I didn't broke it. Maybe I should give it a try first. No, just attach the screws and then fertig. Or this part is finished. So, 9 minutes. I think it's okay. Sorry, moving. See you next. So we are ready for the final assembly. The bottom case, there are only 2 parts to screw in. This is the stylus holder and here, some shielding or some metal plate for the Game Boy Advanced slot. Just use standard screws. No 3 wings. Of course I could use standard screws also for the case, because all the screws have the same size. But the problem is I got a lot of the parts, but almost everything was disassembled and I didn't get enough screws. So I will be happy if I can rebuild 1 or 2 more of it. Not sure. And by the way, while removing the old sticker, so this is why I didn't clean up here, I found a note. I don't know what it means, something like a date, or I have really no idea. Someone left a message here, so I keep it for you like this. Maybe you can read and someone knows what does it mean. Because on others I disassembled, there was no message. So this need to be cleaned. Don't like the plastic glue things there. So I need to use my alcohol. But I didn't do it before because I think then the message is gone. Yeah. Totally. And the sticker for water. Also went red. So this is a water damaged device now. But clean. I want to know where this goes. So just attach it there. There's the tri-wing screwdriver. And insert all the screws. Okay, should not sing, it's not the best idea when I make music. And you see some of the screws doesn't look nice, but I have to get what I have. By the way, I see on eBay they're also selling new cases, of course not original Nintendo, but complete kits, but I don't want to buy one. It's cheap, but I have no idea what I should do with it. Also, I have no idea what I should do with the other Nintendo DS. One I will give to my coworker, he's a big Nintendo fan. Maybe I should give him this one when it works nicely, because he also do me a big favor while my wife was not feeling good. He has holidays and he just come for 1 day, so I could take care of my wife. Better to say, I could take care of the Kleine and of my wife. Yeah, me have Houston. My wife was sick, so everyone was sick. So, last thing to do, serial number. I printed this on sticky paper, I hope it's sticky paper, like this. And here I have clear tape. Just get some of it and find a good position. like this. And if this doesn't work, I have to print it again. But this step looks good. Now I need a scissor. Now, switch off the autofocus. I know everyone wants to see if it works or not, so I won't press pause yet. Just finished the sticker that has hopefully the right size. Didn't test it yet. Just measure it and do it in PowerPoint. The paper doesn't feel like the sticky paper. Not sure. I should use another scissor. Oh, sorry, don't think that you can see this. It's a little bit wide still. Oh, my wife just sent me a message. She needs something. So I need to finish this before. I think I put in the special paper. Yes. Yeah, it is the paper. There's Nintendo DS written on it like this. So yep. So I would say this one is finished. Oh, okay. Show you if it works or not. Should switch off this light. Focus there. Press the on button. The green light comes on. Very weird effect. Okay, there's a problem with the display there. Yeah, oh, it's a Do I have to open it? Yes, I need to find out what's wrong. I think it's not much, I think it's just a problem with the flat flex. Because the light was on. Okay, only half success. Next part will be repair of the display. But I have no idea why this makes problems. Switching this light. Of course, it would be too easy when it just works. Should test it before. Of course, all the parts like the displays was checked before. So I just guess it can only have something to do with the flat flex. It looks good from the alignment. I don't screw together yet. Just plug in the battery, turn it around, and see what happens. Yes, it was a flat flex. So this was a fully assembled and yeah, fully assembled of a Nintendo DS, and at the end also a little repair. To be honest, I while I test the boards and the displays, I make it so often with the flat flex, so when the display is like this white and it's still power on, it was always the flat flex. So was happy that it is so easy to repair. See you next time. This is the end of this video. It gets longer than I was planning. I was planning only to make it a very short one. Now it's longer than I thought. So see you next time with the next video. Also the battery is running empty. I have to left and my wife needs some lemon water. She's still a little bit sick.